stack early on. They put Gunma to the Reyna, which is a bit of a different one. Normally played Sage. And of course, if you missed it, 13-7. Eshays were able to take that first map. Icebox off of Bliss. Even with 2 stand-ins, I guess you can still credit them in some form. But well, now we've got Runsky in the server, and maybe things have changed of pace. Vicon got early on by the turret. Side of Bliss, they take some early mid control. Prophet up on top of the high box in Garden. We're going to find a member here with Vicon. Nicely held crossfire for the moment. Precious taking a ton of mid control. They're thinking about the A split though for the moment. Mid going to come out here. We look to Prophet and Vicon here. Our sole defenders of this A site. Nicholas is backing off completely. Start comes the Garden. Immediately shot out by Prophet. Curveball comes in. They're going to back it up. They're going to play a little bit more safe and secure. Dart comes out, and Michaelis is going to be dropped. Dead to right on top of Evan. Spike will go down. Now it's going to be up to how Bliss try and hold this down. This is their map pick. All goes up for Ronsky. Trying to overthrow the aim and trying to overthrow the shots. Duel comes in on short. It's Gunma to win that one. He's going to be overhealed up. He's going to be popping out the door. They're trying to pop shots into this site, though. They need to get rid of the wall, first of all. Gunma, able to take one on short. He's walked into sight for free. Able to take another Aplo. Takes it out, but they still need to deal with DSR, who, for some reason, just didn't shoot his gun. That's going to be Eshays taking pistol yet again. This time, no pistol win for Bliss. It's going to be a bit of an interesting kickoff here. Eshays take pistol. Bliss only pretty good, and now you can see that's affected the buys here. Aries, the 2 members, Nicholas and Gunma. We're going to go for some early wall bangs, maybe some early spray. You know, more bullets, more kills, am I right? Getting up. Getting up over towards long. There's a star there for Prophet. His own, though, there's 2. Yeah, and it's a mid push, potentially. It's going to be spotted. Arm out, middle. Slowly approaching their way in. And you can see Eshays slowly but surely looking to rotate in just a second. Gunma gonna spot a few with the turret's help. Now he's gonna be looking to hold it down with the Aries. Door's gonna be shut. Gunma needs to turn tail here towards stairs. Needs to hold the laneway too. He finds the first. Able to dismiss out to safety. Now they all pick it one by one. Gunma gonna take Ronsky. Still more players to push him in just a second, though. Aries is too brutal to push into. Jungle. That's pushed into spawn. Nicholas with Aries out. Not going to be able to be found. Wallbang from Nicholas to close it. Second on the board here now for Eshays is, well, pretty convincing start for them overall. As we look to see a very strong Eshays roster coming in. Ascent, I feel a map to be picked by Bliss, a bit of an interesting one, of course, because we've seen Ascent from Eshays. They have a 100% win rate on this map. 3-0 overall in their statistics. Nicholas has found them. 2 towards the B main have been spotted, but he's been spotted back in return. You can see and hear shots coming out in the Aries. I've actually double stacked them at this B side. A little bit of an interesting circumstance. Side of Bliss. Over towards A. They're looking to go. The stars, turret, everything set up for this hold. Aplo, Prophet to hold the crossfire. All 2 are going to be picked up. That signals Aplo and Prophet. Could be a few nearing members. Star goes up towards the door. Smoke comes in. Oh, actually, Gonna be far tossed. Dash in the sight for Ronski. Alright, Prophet gonna be taking out Freshest on the short side. They have a site to take, but now they have to hold for a potential retake to come in as the door goes down. And the members of Eshays looking to approach very, very quickly. Double stacked with the wall, double stacked with the time. Drop it out with a knife. Gonna be knifing out the door in just a second. On the other side of that one's Ronski boosted up on his perch. Gonna perch a kill here in just a second, though. Do they expect Freshest from the back line? TSR actually gonna be fighting the first. Ronski finds the second. Ronski finds another. Mikolas tries to put that Ares to work. Vicon tries to put his Spectre to good use. He's able to walk out to safety. Finds TSR on the way out. He's gonna be grabbing a gun. He's gonna be going for this a long take on out, and that's gonna be first round finally to Bliss. They have rifles to work with, and they'll use them to their success.
Need a drop.
Well, Eshays, still, that was a bonus round for them. Not really too much to lose. But they stole a ton from Bliss. Now, knives available for Ronski. Starting to do bits early on in this, but we need to see a little bit more. We need to see the coveted Ronski jet come in to full effect. Because I like this from Eshays. They really want to play for this retake. They don't have to force the play. When they know Ronski's just going to dash up onto the top of generator. Now, thinking about this potential take. Coming, Ronski snuck into the winery. And the star goes up. Yes, up. He's got the slow orbit dash forward. Hunter's Fury. Actually gonna do some good damage. He's actually gonna take out Prophet. Very well timed here. Ronski's up sight. He's completely on the cards here for Side of Bliss. You can even see player down lower for the lurk. Peek now to come in. Gunma with the Reyna ult is going to be taken out immediately. Well, the shots come in. Ronski mid-air. Going to be caught out easy. Going to take out Aplo. Now it's Vicon and it's Mikolas to try and retake this site. Now Spike going to be tapped. Mikolas trying to do his best. That's Bliss pelting bullets left, right, center. The gunfire to come in. And we are, of course, still missing Major, but Ronski definitely had an impact now to this Bliss roster. 2-2. Even it back up against the side of Eshays. PSR filling in for, I believe it's Major. I guess I have to feel for TSR coming in with a team such as Bliss's prestige. Champions, of course, of the Summer Cup. Flawless in the playoffs. Not dropping, I believe, a single map. Very dominant overall. One of the heralded top 4 in the region. Icon. I'll be looking to peek with that curveball in just a second. Gravity well goes out. Ronski's up through short. Do Eshays expect it? Prophet does, but he's going to be taken. Flick's going to be taken. Bliss now with a bit of new groove coming in. I would say the Emperor's new groove. Ball goes down. Spike looking to go down an A in just a second as Ronski immediately opens the door back up. And shots from Gunma. Missed opportunity. Ronski finally able to find the last there. 3 now on the board for Bliss. They look to salvage themselves back into this game overall. After a rough icebox, we now got a little bit more room to work with. Well, we look at this game and we think it's Ronsky really turning up the Jets, or is it, I guess, the side of Bliss starting to mesh a little bit more, starting to work out how the side of Eshays play their defense side, especially on a map like Icebox. It's a little bit of an interesting one compared to Ascent. Vicon a little bit slow to react, but still able to get it. Peak comes out from Gunma. He's taken. Prophet, though, able to trade it onto Freshest. You can see the immediate rotate to come in here from Aplo. One of the sickest mullets from what I've heard.
You will not.
Prophet looking to hold the A peak, though. He's not going to win the duel. Nicholas now to try and trade it. Ronsky going deep on the Aplo, and that's not what you want to see if you're a Bliss fan right now. Nicholas able to take another shock dart, goes towards the door. Really belting out bullets, door's shut. Nicholas now with the recon. It's a shock dart onto the side. TSR will get the spike down. Now the retake to come in. It's up to 2 members here. Jungle, pretty prone. Oh, Nicholas, no. You know, waiting for the lockdown to come in. The peak to come through. Vicon just needs to hold it down as both players are going to be backing off. TSR is going to be caught out in the open. Vicon going to drop the star there. He's going to put it in the gravity well. I believe being put into play. It's the smoke nebula to cover. Taps it. Can't go it fully just yet. He needs to wait for the peaks to come in. TSR spotted now, needs to go big against Jungle, the king of clutches versus the rookie. Vicon and tap the spike yet again, and you can't really clutch it against the player of Jungle's prestige. 4 now on the board for Bliss. They sweep aside the doubters in that last map. They're back in form. Jungle, again, very, very common position for him on the post plan of Ascent. Very much likes that winery spot. But 4th for Bliss now. As we said, Eshays a little bit lackluster on their defense. Marshall out for Prophet, Guardian in for Gunma. Runner back available. A few ultimates actually available here. Cosmic Divide. There's Fury for both sides. Lock down to the run it back. Could be an even split here in a minute. Carlos. We're dropping towards the underneath of heaven. Gunma. First cheeky little shot. Pops a Vandal towards Link. Prophet now starts to approach a little bit closer because he's got Gunma to cover him. Peak though from short. Now Gunma missing opportunity with the shots. Hunter's Fury comes out from Nicholas. He's trying to land a few cheeky little ones, and that now gives the position up. Nicholas going to be gravity welled underneath. Aplo takes one with a swarm. Aplo needs to go bigger. 2 players left. Ronsky up on top. Vicon down below. Spike will go down. Do they expect this flank from Jungle? It's massive. Vicon taken. The peak comes in. Jungle from the back line, finding 5 here for Bliss. And all they really needed is Ronsky to come back into this one, and they're back in good form. Knives now to play with. Cosmic Divide used by Vicon. Probably not what you want to see from the side of Eshays here. You can see at the scoreboard, it's relatively even across the board. Gunma, brave little peek in towards B. You can see Ronsky, though, really starting to have an effect. Bliss putting a few more numbers on the board, finding a lot more kills than they would have last game. To the credit of Ronsky. Really able to isolate these fights, open up the space here for the rest of his teammates. We're going to open up a little bit more space. He's down towards lower mid. Gunma going to be holding for him, though. Bars in play. Now drone goes towards the short side. Gunma able to answer. Now the Hunter's Fury being used by Bliss. They're going to take out Aplo. Great peek. Aplo and Prophet both going to fall. But they're looking to split up through this B site. Rez comes out. Bars knows it too. Holds for the jump up. He knows Ronsky's nature. Knows the player he is. Rotation now towards the A site. They've got short completely on lock. They've got jungle on the lurk. No one really going to be coming through that mid side. Spike has been placed. Nicholas now in Vicon. Maybe gonna have to call for a save. Maybe gonna have to call for an eco of some sorts. Shot though from Vicon as he holds the peak from Easy. I feel Bliss don't really want to give up too many guns. Well, TSR goes for the peak in the spawn. Shot though from Jungle. Razor quick. 6 on the board here for Bliss. Don't forget the spike. TSR's over to grab it. Eshays. A little bit of a fall from grace, it would seem. Of course, this is our only game this evening. Shadownet claimed a forfeit victory over Tilted. Tilted weren't able to make it due to unseen circumstances. Can't touch on it all too much. There will be a post, I believe, establishing a little bit more about it in the future, but of course we can't speak about it too much, so we won't. Avoid the topic. All we'll say is Shadownet were able to take the victory. Ronsky on the spawn. Aplo? That's a catastrophic whiff from Ronsky. Missed opportunity. He had the shots. Aplo wasn't even looking his way. Wasn't even paying him any mind. Aplo gonna ping the gun. And signals to the rest of Bliss. Push towards his B site. Out. Sorry, that's a sentry turret out. Aplo tries to grab the Vandal. Mike unable to pick it up. Salvage it. Freshest. Shot. Shocked up. Dallas gonna maybe pick it up if he wants to. Recon comes through. Our drone. Gonna fade out. Not gonna fade away. It's gonna be jungle. Missed opportunity with the taps from Gunma. That's going to be 7 now for Bliss. That's 7 in a row. You can definitely see the impact Ronsky's having. Not just, you know, with the kills. It's with the positioning he's able to give his teammates just with the threat alone. Pushing down through middle, pushing down through every which way. They burn ultimates, they burn util, they burn resources to dealing with Ronsky, and I guess that's to a credit. Ronsky not just an insane jet player, but an insane team player overall. Now, that gonna be spotted. Ultimate orb going to be picked up. They turn tail. Towards middle, potentially. TSR, we saw a little bit of an interesting play from him last game. Very prone to pushing. Turret gonna be spotting Freshest. Spike's outside of B for the moment. Bliss going for a little bit more of a D for Ronsky. Very high angle. Maybe some discipline to come out here, Carlos. I know that Easy's close on this short side. He's taken extremely low as well. 26 HP. Knocked out at his feet. Yeah, our drone comes through from Nicholas. Does not check the corner. He pings the player on short instead. It's all 2 in that position. Easy knows he doesn't have to budge a muscle. This is going to be up to Aplo to try and hold this mid-B split. Bliss are waiting out the clock. The wall goes down. Now it's up to Aplo. Can't find the first shot. It's missed completely. Prophet now with the opportunity of a lifetime to try and hold it down. He just needs to wait for the spike plant. He hears Freshest walk in. Dart comes out. Freshest goes for the plant. Prophet can go for the beat. He's going to deny the plant. And now he's got Spike in his hands. Just needs to win this duel. As Jungle he will. 5 seconds now to 3. Prophet just needs to stay alive. Curveball comes out. He's alive. He's able to do it. Prophet is able to win it out. He's going to die. But in the end, it's Eshays finding themselves a third Prophet with a gargantuan hold in the back of that site. That denies Bliss another opportunity, another round in their streak. Very well played from Prophet. Didn't even need to burn the run it back. You saw the dart also come out from Nicholas to bait it. Bliss not going to be feeling too worse for wear. Too worried about that one. They're back to a buy immediately. Going to be up to Profit again to really set them on fire. Star goes up, Nebula comes out. Vicon. Let's be cautious of Ronsky. There are so many players towards his B side. Curveball arced out wide. Shot missed by Profit. Heals by Precious. Rez comes in. TSR picks up Precious. Picks him back up. Dusts him off. Vicon. Go towards A. Aplo towards B. Vicon spotted. A site completely opened up here. It's gonna be Bliss taking another site, taking another kill. Jungle gonna be finding Aplo, and that's 8. Now, it's a bit of a change of pace for Bliss. Last round now of the half, and this is more like the Bliss we're expected to see. You know, a team that's fallen out of prestige and is still raring at the bits to go. We saw a bit of a sad tweet from Ronsky. They weren't feeling too great about their stage 2 performance. Oh, even baits it out perfectly. Turret was placed, but Profit razor quick. The dot cross there seems to be doing bits for the young phenom. Now it's Ronsky over towards short, looking to make space again towards the short side. Star comes out. Vicon's caught in the astral form. The Cosmic Divide now comes in. Miklas able to stop Ronsky before it becomes too much of an issue. Cosmic Divide's up at A. Profit with an overpeak towards B. That's a lockdown now placed towards this site. Hunter's Fury comes out. Gunma able to sneak down towards middle. He sees the spike in front of him. Miklas has the knife out. What is going on from Eshays? They seem to be making a ton of mechanical issues, a ton of mistakes. Let's to capitalize off of it. It's now left to Gunma. 2 low HP bars. Star goes up. Recover Jungle's tracks. Gunma knows this is up to him for this last round and a half. No saving. Doesn't have the time or the room to work with Fresh just towards the generator. Now, Gunma to deal with him. Drop in. Gunma jump down. Smith's overheal. No Empress to pop. It's going to be Pete's. He's going to be cautious of Heaven because that's where he came from. Why would there be a player behind him? 9 rounds on the board for Bliss. As they look in revitalized form here. As 3 to 9, the side swap. It's Bliss in comfortable seems. Jungle back on a bit more of a comfort pick for him. Normally an Astra player. Normally he used to be an Omen back in the day, believe it or not. A very prominent Omen in that. Jungle, I have to say, a well-regarded clutch player. Pedigree of performance. Leah comes out towards the A side. That draws the immediate rotate. Everybody from Bliss not wanting to waste a single second. They want to get immediately to this potential third map. It's, of course, behind. And a bit of an interesting one. Both Eshays and Bliss pretty comfortable on that map. Bliss a little bit less so. Eshays, a map like Bind wouldn't be too bad for them. I believe 3-1, 75% win rate overall on that map.
There they are.
So this is the Bliss turning up to this game. I hate to see them show up. They just get better as the series goes on. Gravity well towards it. TSR. The beautiful shot. Looking for another maybe. As the dash comes out, Ronski's already in the midst of things. He's already found 2 shots. He's found 2 kills. Jungle taking out Michaelis now. It's Vicon left against the world. And the world at his feet, and he looks to try and deny double digits. He just needs to get this spike down. Jungle and Fresh just on the slow approach. Jungle spotted him. Fresh just with the peek. Tap, tap, tap with the classic. Sentry goes out. Spike gonna be tapped. Vicon probably just wants to secure the plant at this stage. He's just gonna have to stick it. He's not gonna try and do so. He's just trying to find the shots. That's one from Jungle. 10. Now to the 3 of Eshays, and this is a bit of a resurgent Bliss. You know, to the credit, the lights are starting to turn on in the Bliss camp. Eshays, their attack side pistol gonna be dropped. You know, this is to the credit of Bliss. They really want to claim this win. They really want to go to this 3rd map and waste no time doing so. Make a statement in this last one. Airy shots to come out. Easy. Spraying on through with that LMG. Starts to come out. They ping. They know he's on this laneway. He's just going to hold it though. Gravity Well comes in. The shots come in from TSR though. He goes for the peak. TSR going to be banged out. Pistol right click finishes it. Lambs to the slaughter. Cooked alive at the seams. Bliss find themselves on 11 rounds now on the board, and have to call out a lovely prediction, I guess, from Shadownet's coach Seraph. He expected this to be a 2-0. So did Shax. So did Calamari. They had a ton of faith in Bliss. I had a ton of faith in Eshays here. I expected this to be a little bit close. First map was a little bit to start, but Eshays ran it over. Now Bliss are looking like the team that Shadownet predicted as the eventual winners of this series. They're looking to push fire and forward, fire in between. Profit looking for a little bit more. He's got the minima Aries. Not what we expected to see. Ronski pulls knives. Doesn't hit the shot. He goes for the 360. Ronski. That's absolutely filthy, sir. Take him back to his COD 4 days. Ronski's a little bit younger. Probably didn't have the pleasure of playing COD 4. But knows the FaZe clan. He's got their number on speed dial. Alarm bot comes, makes Vicon vulnerable. Held the door down and knock it completely. They bust it wide open. Wall and TSR going for a brave peek over the top. Ronski down to 2 HP. Gunma could win this. He just has to isolate, but Fresh just plays with his turret. 12 now on the board for Bliss. They're back in good form. Ronski, he's turning up absolutely phenomenally. And Jungle, I have to say, a bit of a rough performance in that last game. He was, you know, a little bit over eager to push. This is, of course, Bliss's map pick, and they're looking to answer back in convincing fashion. Look at the scoreboard. 18-5 for Jungle. 17-11 for Ronski. He's turned the momentum up to 10, maybe even 11. It's off the scales right now. Match point for Bliss. Statement to make in the second map. Turret goes up. Dash out to safety. Tags up on the dash out. Pressure sets the turret up. Does some good damage. Ronski looking at a peek and aggressive. Oh my god, Ronski. You can't take your eyes off of him. You can't take anything off this Bliss side right now. Easy looking to find the final kill though. It's TSR to shut the door, lower them in their coffin. And Bliss